Hey everyone, it's Jessica Edwards in Wilmington, North Carolina. I had a great question yesterday from a first-time home buyer who was wondering, what's the magic number? How many houses should you look at before you purchase? Is there a right or wrong? And my answer is that there definitely is not. There is no magic number. You may look at only 2 or 3 houses before you find that perfect house, make an offer, purchase the home, and are happy for many, many years. Somebody else may look at dozens of houses or more before they make a decision. And I think it varies from buyer to buyer, and it varies for multiple reasons. One person may be looking at only one specific neighborhood, so they're going to look at a lot less houses, and then somebody else may be looking in multiple areas where there's going to be a vast, more houses to look at and sort of weed through and choose. So I think it varies, and I think it's really important if you are buying a house to not get caught up in the number of houses and not also be fearful if you choose the first house you saw or it's that right house. A lot of times when it's the right house, people know it's the right house if it's got what they want and it's in the location they want. My husband and I, when we bought the house that we currently live in, we only looked at one house. It was in a location that we wanted and it was a good fit. It came on the market and we jumped on it. So in that case, we only looked at one house. I do think with the age of the internet, if you will, it's a lot different than when I first started in real estate, which was in 2005. Several years ago, people looked at a lot more houses. There was not as much information available online, photography and videos and Google Earth and mapping and all that stuff where you could see so much more about a property and a house that you can now. So I think across the board, people tend to do a lot more research and looking online and actually walk through a lot less houses than they did, say, 5, 6, 7 years ago. But I think it's just really important. Don't get caught up. Don't be worried, or don't miss out on that perfect house because you feel like, oh, we should have looked at more houses. That isn't always the case. And keep in mind, if you have looked at dozens of houses and you've been looking and you may have missed out on a few or one that would have been right. And I think sometimes the longer you look and the more houses you see, that judgment and those decisions can get very cloudy. And if that's happening to you, then you need to sit back and go back to sort of the drawing board, to the beginning of your search, what was most important, what location you want most, and really focus on that. It gets very confusing sometimes the more and more houses you see. So there's no magic number. I think it can be one way or the other, and just wanted to share my thoughts. If you have any questions or comments or you disagree, please feel free to email me at jessicaedwards@seacoastrealty.com. And of course, please check us out at thecarolinasfinest.com. Thanks so much and have a great day.